on the spur of the moment, somebody does something, it happens. But if they later realize, then the chairman and the House and the particular ruling party should be positive in responding to the realization and then move ahead. This has to be kept in mind by all. If the realization is not there, then we cannot help. That means you are questioning the functioning of the House itself. It's not only the chair. Chair goes as per the rules and regulations, procedures and precedents. There are umpteen number of precedents in this House by previous chairmans, previous deputy chairmans, previous occasions and all. One is the rules, other is precedents, and also the third one is about analyzing what exactly happened and all. As I told you, I don't want to get into details of what has happened on that day in the House, which has been witnessed by millions of the people across the country. Unfortunately, I would like to caution people, unfortunately, it is not the live telecast alone. Some honorable members, in their over enthusiasm, thinking that they are wise, they have taken video of their acts and circulated without understanding that they got themselves exposed. So please avoid using phone or the other instruments, because as per the rules, it is not allowed. I would like to thank honorable members for attending this session despite all difficulties during these difficult times. I hope that when you get back to your respective states and constituencies, you will be available for consultation and guidance that is required by the people to contain the spread of coronavirus and cope up with the socio-economic consequences. This session has been unique in several respects and a challenging one too. All of us, we rose to the occasion except that unfortunate incident admirably. It was preceded by several rounds of extensive discussions between me and the Honorable Speaker of Lok Sabha and the Secretary Generals and officials of both the Secretariat of Lok Sabha as well as Rajya Sabha. I have also held discussion with the top officials of the Ministry of Home Affairs and Health, Family Welfare, ICMR, DRDO and CPWD. All their valuable inputs, suggestions were kept in mind, and we tried our best, and members to the best of their ability have also cooperated in following that. Holding Parliament session during this pandemic required some innovative thinking and elaborate planning. Well in advance, Secretary General Rajya Sabha and his team in the Secretariat, as also the Parliament Security Service, Rajya Sabha TV, Lok Sabha TV, and other agencies, including the Public Works Department, who worked behind the scene, did not fail me in this regard. I am very happy about it. I would like to put on record my appreciation of the efforts made by all these people. I would also like to thank the members of the media for their uninterrupted transmission of the parliamentary proceedings to the people. Previous session was also cut short on account of the pandemic. We are still to come up with grips with this situation. I hope that when we meet next time, we shall do so without the present limitations and restrictions. Some people question why this session. In this COVID times, one is constitutional requirement, and also the leader of the government, the Prime Minister. When I discuss larger issues with the leader of the opposition, leader of the House, and also certain senior members of the opposition and other parties, and at times Prime Minister also. Prime Minister told me, others are all doing duties during these crucial times. We members of Parliament, we should not fail in our responsibility because we have been mandated to do certain things. That has convinced me. And of course, the constitutional requirement also is very much there. I urge all of you to stay safe and stay connected. Let us win the battle against the pandemic at the earliest. This is the time to show unity of mind and purpose. This is the time to show that the country is capable. It will all stand as in one. And whatever instructions and guidance are given by the central government and the state governments, it is not only the Prime Minister who is heading it here at the center, giving guidelines, advices, taking steps, but also the chief ministers of various states. They have also done their best. And there always is scope for improvement. If there are shortcomings, they have to be brought to the notice in a positive manner because this is an extraordinary time. And the focus of attention should be to ameliorate the sufferings of the people and take effective steps to see that they are not put to hardship to the extent possible. That's my appeal to all members of parliament, irrespective of parties, and also people at large. This is not a normal time. If there are any shortcomings, you have got every right in democracy, and we are a functional democracy. India, largest parliamentary democracy in the world, and we have shown to the world also how we are able to manage this and what are the steps that have been taken. So, honorable members, on behalf of all of you,
all right, you were listening in to Venkaiah Naidu, chairman of the Rajya Sabha, speaking about the incident and the ruckus that had broken out in the House, saying that the diluting LOP's role is unthinkable and this was unruly behavior could have been avoided. And this, remember, after 8 of the MPs were suspended regarding the protest and the ruckus that was created in the House.